ADDE GADDE PAAR हैं. Hi, my name is Amanda Brown and I happen to be a mother, a passionate biker, a part of Lady Riders of India, an entrepreneur, and last but not the least, a life enthusiast. This podcast covers some exciting experiences on the road which has taught us to look at life and its many twists and turns in an all new way. कुछ बातों का मतलब, कुछ मतलब की बातें. क्या मतलब? ADDE GADDE PAAR है is a mindset that has taught me to see the brighter side of everything. Today's podcast brings alive a fascinating incident from an extraordinary ride that covered a total distance of 3,746 kilometers. It began in Delhi, went on to Udaipur, Navi Mumbai, Kolhapur, Bangalore, Kanyakumari, Rameshwaram, Madurai, and finally ended in Coimbatore, all in a week's time. I was so excited to ride from Delhi to Kanyakumari that I hardly slept the night before we started. I literally jumped out of bed well before my 4 a.m. alarm, reached the assembly point, and got ready to rumble down the highway with all my buddy riders at 6:30. We took a quick lunch pit stop at CCD Kishangarh, where much to my delight I met Bunty, a dear friend and fellow hog from Jaipur. Post feeding our faces, we geared up and we rode on towards Udaipur, hoping to reach as soon as possible to get a good night's sleep before we rode the next morning to Navi Mumbai. But the day had other adventures and lessons in store for me. We were riding somewhere close to Ajmer when suddenly I experienced a death wobble. The rear wheel of the bike wobbled so badly that I thought it would actually dismantle all by itself. I managed to remain calm, balanced the bike, and carefully stopped beside the road, and everyone stopped as well. चेक करने पे पता चला कि बाइक के पिछले टायर में कुछ ठीक नहीं था. रोड के बगल में एक ढाबे पर 3 राइडर, एक टेक्नीशियन और हम रुक गए और बाकी राइडर्स उदयपुर चले गए. मैंने फिर रोड साइड असिस्टेंस को कॉल किया तो उन्होंने इन्फॉर्म किया कि अगले सुबह तक कोई ना कोई आके बाइक ठीक कर देगा. मैंने फिर अपने दोस्त बंटी को कॉल किया और उसको प्रॉब्लम समझाया. बंटी ने तुरंत आश्वासन दिया कि वो मैकेनिक और स्पेयर पार्ट्स जयपुर से कोऑर्डिनेट कर देगा. ढाबे पे बैठे हम सब ने गरम गरम चाय, लाजवाब खाना और न्यूज़पेपर वाले कट टिश्यू पेपर का आनंद लिया. I suddenly noticed a truck being carried by a crane, which was then placed on top of another truck to be transported elsewhere. I realized that similarly in life, everyone needs someone's help sometime. Help arrived at 7:40 p.m. in the form of a taxi with a mechanic and every single spare part you could think of for my bike. We found out that the entire wheel bearings of the rear wheel was completely ground to almost nothing. The wheel bearing was changed, the bike was ready, we ate a quick meal and we set off to Udaipur, where we finally reached at 2 a.m. I set my alarm but really couldn't sleep, and so I was up and ready to ride from Udaipur to Navi Mumbai, then again with the rest of the convoy. The riders who had accompanied me the previous night decided to sleep a little while more, and they informed us that they would catch up later on. All was fine till we made our way to Vapi, where sheer exhaustion and no proper sleep suddenly found me nodding on the bike, something which is extremely dangerous for any rider. We stopped for a break. My rider friends shared a Red Bull, and they actually did a little jig to the tunes of Saat Samundar Paar to jolt me out of my current phase of mind, and I decided to ride the last 4 hours with my visor open so I would fight the exhaustion, be alert, and reach the hotel in Navi Mumbai. We finally reached the hotel. I carried my saddlebags to the hotel reception, requested for my room keys, and I noticed that the man at the reception was actually shocked to see me, and I wondered, what's wrong with him? I only realized the reason for his shock when I walked into my room, I put the light on and almost got a fright when I saw my own face in the mirror. The layers of dust, muck, and pollution honestly didn't matter, for I knew I was safe, happy to be alive, and finally slept after being awake for more than 45 hours. The next morning we got ready and we rode on to Kolhapur, with me happy thinking ADDE GADDE PAAR hai.